internal medicine at SMDH, Family Medicine, where I look to find the cause of your health problem, then prescribe the right treatment and remedy to make you healthy again. I'm accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Hi, this is St. Louis Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber, and I want you to follow all the exciting action of the St. Louis Blues right here this season on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. They've been one of the longest-running St. Louis Blues affiliates, and if you can't make it to the game, the next best thing is listening right here. It's KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri, your radio home for the St. Louis Blues hockey.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Outside our KSMO studios, currently we have sunny skies with a breeze out of the northwest at about 4 miles per hour. Now that does pick up and gust up to as much as 12 miles per hour. Now for your forecast. Sunny day, our high temperature will be near 42 degrees. Northwesterly wind is going to be anywhere from 4 to 8 miles per hour, becoming southerly this afternoon. Then tonight, skies will be clear with low temperature around 27 degrees. Southerly winds tonight will be 7 to 14 miles per hour, becoming southwesterly after midnight. Winds tonight could gust as high as 21 miles per hour, and our wind chill value could be as low as 17 degrees. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high temperature near 59 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 7 to 13 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. And our wind chill value early tomorrow morning as low as 20 degrees. Tomorrow night should be mostly cloudy with a low temperature around 36 degrees. Southerly winds will be 7 to 13 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Thursday, we expect showers with a chance of precipitation at 90%. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch are possible on Thursday with a high temperature near 49. Southerly winds will be 13 to 16 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Thursday night, we have a 100% chance of showers with a low temperature around 38 degrees. Then Friday, showers are likely before noontime with a chance of precipitation at 60%. We will be mostly cloudy with a high temperature near 48 degrees. Friday night, we expect mostly cloudy skies, low temperature around 33 degrees. Saturday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 53. Now Saturday night, a chance of showers before midnight's back in the forecast with mostly cloudy skies and low temperature around 36 degrees. Sunday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 58 degrees. Then Sunday night will be mostly cloudy with a low around 32. And Monday, mostly sunny skies are forecasted with a high temperature near 50 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
The system isn't broken. The people are. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It's hard to wrap my mind around all of these horrific events that are happening in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Certainly, murder, mayhem, and criminal activities have been part of life throughout history. But the deterioration of ethics, proliferating political polarization, and diminished social skills seem to have occurred overnight. I believe those who crafted our Constitution and laid out a plan for 3 branches to ensure the government is effective and the rights of the citizenry are protected did a stellar job. It's our own fault if we are so blinded by partisanship that we are incapable of electing the most competent men and women to leadership roles. It's our own fault that we are so afraid our children won't like us that we throw discipline out the door, expect teachers to raise them, but will not allow the school system to discipline them. I know there are many qualified leaders in our state legislatures and in the U.S. Congress, and many parents who make sure their children understand that there are consequences. Unfortunately, there are not enough of the right people in the right places. There are many good people afraid they might offend someone if they say or do something, so instead of saying or doing something, they stay home. Sound, practical judgment is often perceived as narrow-minded or old-fashioned, while suggestions for doing things differently is often met with suspicion and disregard. As an overall society, we're pretty messed up. Yet we are blessed beyond belief when you consider life outside of these United States. Our forefathers built a strong foundation, knowing we'd probably do everything we could to mess it up. The system isn't broken. We, the people, can do better. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans Communications Director Samantha Turner says Missouri Soybeans Not Just a Farmer video campaign builds organizational brand awareness with a tip of the hat to its farmer members.
This video is to thank all of our producers across the state for the many roles that they serve in and the hard work that they put into their profession.
The campaign has 3 additional parts, including Not Just a Membership, pointing out the benefits of belonging to the organization, Not Just a Soybean, which defines the versatility of the crop,
and then lastly, Not Just a checkoff. What is the checkoff doing? How are dollars being dedicated? And so we're hoping that this campaign really answers all the questions a farmer may have about the organization.
The videos, in the order that they're released, will be available at mosoy.org. From Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
A quiet start for direct cash cattle trading. Cash hogs are lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It's a sluggish start for direct cash cattle business following Monday's scattered light trade. Live deals in parts of Texas, Kansas, and Iowa were reported at $175 yesterday. That's about $2 below the prior week's weighted averages. That early business wasn't likely enough to establish an accurate price trend for the week. So far today, bids and asking prices have yet to surface, and more business isn't expected to develop until at least Wednesday or even later. Box beef was mixed at midday on relatively light demand for solid offerings. Choice down 35 cents at $296.90. Select was 8 cents lower at $267.72. At the Callaway Livestock Market in Missouri, steer calves under 600 pounds and heifer calves under 700 pounds are mostly $10 to $20 lower. The USDA says demand was light to moderate on a moderate supply. The offering included several consignments of strings and very good quality steers weighing 550 to 700 pounds and heifers weighing 550 to 650 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers 550 to 588 pounds brought $238 to $241. Feeder steers 662 to 691 pounds brought $231 to $238. Medium and large one feeder heifers 608 to 644 pounds brought $216 to $224.50. Cash hogs were lower at midday with moderate negotiated purchases. The market continues its roller coaster pattern. After the strong start to the week, packers pulled back and are moving needed numbers without having to get aggressive in their procurement efforts. The ample supplies of market-ready hogs give packers the leverage needed to do business as they please. Demand for U.S. pork has been relatively strong on the global market, and while that is expected to continue, there still are some long-term concerns. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Director down $1.52 with a weighted average of $59.40. No comparisons at the Iowa, Minnesota, but a weighted average of $58.43. The Western Corn Belt had a weighted average of $58.07. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $55. In Illinois, slaughter sow prices were $2 lower, with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $43 to $56. Barrows and Gilts were $1 lower, with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $35 to $45. And pork values are sharply lower, down $3.79 at $84.96. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
My therapist had told me that I needed to go to AA meetings, but I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go because I didn't want to be an alcoholic. That was not what I wanted to grow up and be. I didn't want to go to AA, but I did, and it wasn't what I expected by any means. It was friendly. I could feel it. I could feel the happiness. It's really great.
Visit AA.org for more information and download the Meeting Guide app to find a meeting near you.
Every day we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It's now time for a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Carla Lee DeClue, age 50 of Salem, passed away Saturday, November 25th in Salem. Memorial services for Carla DeClue will be Thursday evening at 6 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Carla DeClue will also be Thursday from 4 in the afternoon until service time at 6 o'clock. And all arrangements for Carla Lee DeClue of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Mary Marie Witzke of St. James passed away Thursday, November 23rd at the age of 93 years. Funeral services for Mary Witzke will be Friday, December 1st at 10 a.m. at the James Gar Chapel in St. James. Visitation for family and friends will be Thursday evening from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the St. James Chapel of James Gar, and to be at the Ozark Memorial Garden. Memorials are suggested to the First Baptist Church of St. James Senior Adult Ministry. And all arrangements for Mary Marie Witzke of St. James under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Gary Allen Craig, age 78 of Salem, passed away Tuesday, November 21st in Salem. Memorial services for Gary Craig will be Friday, December 1st at 12 noon at the Salem United Methodist Church. Visitation for family and friends will be also on Friday from 10 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. Burial with full military honors will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Love Pack Backpack Program or the Salem High School Marching Band. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Gary Allen Craig of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Lloyd Alvin Lunn, age 85 of Salem, passed away Monday, November 27th in Salem. Funeral services for Lloyd Lunn will be Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Lloyd Lunn will also be Friday from 11 a.m. in the morning until service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Dry Fork Cemetery. Memorials may be made to the Dementia Society of America or Alzheimer's Association. Envelopes are available, and all arrangements for Lloyd Alvin Lunn of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Kenny Edward Laughlin of Jadwin, age 18, passed away Saturday, November 19th. Funeral services for Kenny Laughlin will be Saturday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends also on Saturday from 10 o'clock until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Dry Fork Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to Wilson Mortuary to help with final expenses. Memorial envelopes are available, and all arrangements for Kenny Edward Laughlin of Jadwin are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Board of Aldermen will be meeting tonight at 6 o'clock at the City Hall Council Chambers. After they approve the consent agenda, the board will discuss a public comment policy at Alderman meetings and hear the financial report from Financial Director Stacey Houston. In old business, the board will discuss the recommendation made by the Planning and Zoning Board to deny a request for a conditional use permit at 1509 South Louise Street. The board will then hear the first reading of Bill number 3579 that would change the Community Service Committee to the Community Involvement Committee for the City of Salem. The board will hear the second reading of Bill number 3578, officially changing the names of the streets in the Masters Industrial Park for recording purposes. After the reports from the city officials, the board will go into closed session to discuss personnel and contracts. The meeting tonight of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen is open to the public. The Dent County Commissioners met Monday morning for their regular meeting at the Dent County Courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray stated materials will be added and grading will be done on Dent County Road 2490, while only grading will be done on County Roads 5220 and 6400. Mowbray also said brush will be cut on County Road 2400. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported materials will be added and grading done on Dent County Road 5240. While only grading will be done on County Roads 2110 and 2120. Polk said brush would be cut on County Roads 3190 and 3220, and the grader blades would be changed on grader number 41. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said all 3 commissioners, the county treasurer, the county clerk, and county assessor all attended the MAC conference last week at the Lake of the Ozarks. There was a good discussion on the distribution of the opioid settlement as well as on Senate Bill 190, among other topics. Overall, Larson felt the conference was very informative and went very well. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said she balanced with the county treasurer on all accounts for the month of October. She also reported she was elected to the MAC board as the representative of District 16. Curley wanted to remind those candidates who are wanting to run for a position during the municipal election in April that you will need to file at the office of the particular political subdivision you wish to be elected to beginning December 5th, with filing continued through December 26th. So if you want to run for the school board, you would file at the school district office. If you want to run for a city office, you would file at the city administration building, etc. Curley also said the 2024 county budget hearing would be January 29th at 10 o'clock at the courthouse. Tentative 2024 county budgets will be available to the public after 10 o'clock on January 18th at the county clerk's office. Dent County Treasurer Denita Williams presented the CART money received by the county this month. Williams said the county received $84,769.38 this month, and that is up $13,031.46 from the November funds received in 2022 of $71,737.92. Year-to-date, the CART funds are up $116,986.56 from last year, or about 15.9%. The next meeting of the Dent County Commission will be Thursday morning at the courthouse, and that meeting will be open to the public. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reports 4 people died in traffic crashes during this year's Thanksgiving holiday counting period from 6 p.m. Wednesday, November 22nd through 11:59 p.m. Sunday, November 26th. There were no boating crashes or drownings. During the Thanksgiving holiday counting period, troopers reported there were 431 traffic crashes resulting in 138 injuries and 4 fatalities. There were 103 DWI arrests and 10 drug arrests. During the 2022 Thanksgiving holiday counting period, troopers investigated 414 traffic crashes, which included 8 fatalities and 115 injuries. Statewide, 9 people died and 482 people were injured in 1,355 traffic crashes over last year's Thanksgiving holiday. Troopers arrested 113 people for driving while intoxicated during the 2022 Thanksgiving holiday counting period. Preliminary data from the Missouri Department of Conservation shows young hunters ages 6 to 15 harvested 3,574 deer during Missouri's late youth portion of the 2023 firearms deer hunting season, November 24th through 26th. Of the 3,574 deer harvested, 1,697 were antlered bucks, 361 were button bucks, and 1,516 were does. Top counties for the late youth portion were Texas with 77 deer harvested, Pike with 62, and Callaway and Morgan each with 61. In our area, Crawford County youth harvested 33 deer, Dent County had 46 deer taken, the Phelps County count was 39, while Reynolds County young hunters took 47 deer and Shannon County's total was 31. For more information on this season's harvest totals, visit the MDC website. Businesses and organizations can show off their holiday display as part of the Light Up the Park 2023 at the Salem City Park. The display will begin the night of December 2nd and last until December 31st. Registration for each display is $50 to cover the timers and electricity. The lights and displays will go on nightly at dusk and remain on for 6 hours after dusk. Those who want to participate must have their displays set up by Friday, December 1st. Contact Melissa Du Bois at 573-729-6290 or email her at salemparks@salemo.com to reserve your spot. The local Dent County Service Unit of the Salvation Army Volunteer Bell Ringers have begun raising funds for those in need at Country Mart and Walmart around the familiar Red Kettle every Friday and Saturday through December 23rd. Counter kettles are also located at various locations throughout the community. The kettles are the primary way funds are raised locally to continue to meet the needs of the less fortunate in our community. For those who do not want to handle cash, you can donate digitally with Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, and Venmo at any Red Kettle across the country. Every donation helps hope march on for those in need, and all gifts stay within the community in which they're given. If you'd like to volunteer to ring the famous Salvation Army bell, please call Susie at 573-729-6771 or 573-247-7099. You can also call the Salvation Army Dent County Service Unit office at 573-729-8163. The Missouri Department of Transportation invites Missouri students in grades kindergarten through the 12th grade to help fight litter in a creative and educational fun way by participating in the 2024 Yes You Can Make Missouri Litter Free Trash Can Decorating Contest. The contest is part of MoDOT's annual No Mo Trash statewide litter campaign, which is held in April. The contest encourages school-age kids to join in the fight against litter by decorating a large trash can with the No Mo Trash logo and a litter prevention message using a variety of creative materials. Schools or homeschool programs may submit one trash can entry in each competition category, grades K through 2, 3 through 5, 6 through 8, and new this year is grades 9 through 12. Entries are judged based on creativity, adherence to the contest rules, and effective use of the theme and logo. The first place winners from each competition category receives $200 awarded to the sponsoring schools. All first place winners are then eligible for a grand prize of $600 and a trophy awarded to the sponsoring school. There's no entry fee for the contest. Participating schools School groups must submit a completed entry form online with up to 3 photos and a release form by March 15th. Contest rules, entry forms, release forms, logos, past winners, and educational information can be found at modot.org/trash-can-contest. The Salem Area Chamber of Commerce and the City of Salem will hold the Christmas Parade of Lights in Salem this Saturday, December 2nd, starting at 5:30 with this year's theme, Winter Wonderland. Grand Marshal for the parade this year is the Salem High School's Marching Blue. The parade will run from the corner of South Grand and Franklin at the SBU campus, east to MacArthur, then north to 4th Street before going east to the Dent County Courthouse Square. Entry forms are now available at the office of the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce at 1136 South Main. Forms need to be returned by November 30th, which is the day after tomorrow, to the Chamber office. Fax them to 573-729-6741 or email them to chamber@salemo.com. A full list of the parade rules are available at the Chamber office. And now it's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Hi, this is Jimmy Bell, nurse practitioner. I'm excited to be the new provider at Salem Memorial District Hospital Family Medicine. I'll be providing medical care for patients ages 18 and over. Please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. And at Salem Memorial District Hospital, always remember that it's all about the patient, every encounter, every time.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free! Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Basketball Tiger teams will be playing Fredericktown tonight with the varsity game at 7, followed by the JV game at 8:30 in the Fredericktown tournament. The St. Louis Blues will be at Minnesota this evening to face the Wild starting at 6:30, and you can hear the game right here on KSMO. The Missouri Basketball Tigers will be at Pittsburgh tonight. The game will not be heard on KSMO Radio due to the St. Louis Blues hockey. Missouri enters the game with a 6-2 record. The St. Louis Cardinals on Monday reached an agreement on a contract with right-handed pitcher Sonny Gray. The Cardinals confirmed the deal, which is reported for 3 years and $75 million with a club option for the 2027 year. Gray was the American League Cy Young Award runner-up last year, finishing with an 8-8 record and a 2.79 ERA in 184 innings for the Minnesota Twins. And that all occurred in 2023. Gray struck out 183 batters and allowed just 156 hits in 184 innings. St. Louis Cardinals announced they have signed free agent right-handed pitcher Lance Lynn as well as free agent right-handed pitcher Kyle Gibson, each to a 1-year contract that includes a club option for 2025. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Cardinals added another starting pitcher, Sonny Gray, signed a 3-year, $75 million deal, 8-8 for the Twins, and he finished second in Cy Young voting in the American League with a 2.79 ERA. He joins a staff that will include veterans Lance Lynn and Kyle Gibson. Team president John Mozeliak said the Cardinals would add 3 starting pitchers. He kept his word.
Certainly feel pretty good about where we are today because we were able to add these 3 arms, and we think about, the type of makeup that they'll add to our culture, the type of character these guys bring. I mean, that's important.
Gray is 34, Gibson is 36, and Lynn turns 37 in May. Those 3 pitchers combined picked up 36 wins last year and 34 seasons of experience. That's key.
If you're a young pitcher, who better to learn from? People that have been through it. Now, obviously, we had Adam Wainwright running around, but there's only so much you can do as one individual. So adding a much larger breadth of experienced pitchers was certainly a goal.
The Carolina Panthers have named St. Joseph, Missouri native Chris Tabor as their interim head coach. Tommy Rezach has more.
Carolina fired their head coach Frank Reich on Monday after a 1-10 start to the season. Tabor is in his second year as the Panthers special teams coach. He had served in similar capacities with Cleveland and 2 different stints with Chicago. Tabor was the only coordinator held over last year when Carolina fired then head coach Matt Rule in the fall of 2022. Tabor was born in St. Joseph, graduated from Benton High School, and played quarterback for 4 years at Benedictine in Kansas. He's a member of both the Raven Athletics and St. Joseph Area Sports Hall of Fame. I'm Tommy Rezach.
Mizzou basketball goes for their 3rd win in a row. They visit the Pitt Panthers tonight in the ACC-SEC Challenge, and the Blues taking on the Minnesota Wild, who have lost 7 in a row. They've got a new head coach, Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot fast and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started to attend AA meetings, the greatest gift is that I've become reconnected. I'm part of life again. I really like myself, and that's wonderful. AA is a miracle in my life.
Visit AA.org for more information and download the Meeting Guide app to find a meeting near you.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with 2 hands, and flushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins!
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The Bragging Rights Trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
The holiday season is right around the corner, so give the gift that's hard to wrap but easy to give. Give them a Stihl. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Stihl Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $40 on the HSA 45 battery-powered hedge trimmer. Visit your local Stihl dealer or go to stihlusa.com/gift guide. Real Stihl. Find yours. Now $99.99 was $139.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Are you working way too hard for way too little? There's never been a better time to consider a career in IT. You could enjoy a recession-resistant career in a rewarding field with plenty of growth opportunities and often flexible work environments. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new career in months, not years. Take classes online or on campus, and financial aid is available to qualified students, including the GI Bill. Now is the time. mycomputercareer.edu.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
You'll find these great deals on a holiday gift guide at K&H Auto Supply, including a Performance Tool 2-pack hybrid handle knife set for $19.99, Performance Tool LED work light for only $11.99, and Titan magnetic pickup tool for $5.99. Happy holidays from K&H Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
Are you having a hard time finding ag podcasts? We can help. The podcast directory at agraamerica.com allows you to search by category and topic, so it's quick and easy to find what you're looking for. Ag Chicks, Farm for Profit, Heart of Rural America, the Shark Farmer Podcast, Real Ag Radio, and more are featured on Agra America. Our extensive directory has something for everyone. Discover a new ag podcast today by visiting agraamerica.com. That's agraamerica.com.
Every day we share personal information, like when you write a check, apply for a credit card, or even make a call on a cell phone. And the Bank of Salem wants to pass on some tips on how to protect yourself from identity theft. Don't carry around more checks, credit cards, or identification information than you really need in your wallet. Make sure you always safely store those items and other important documents. Plus, you should always choose passwords and PIN numbers that will be tough for someone to figure out. These tips are brought to you by the Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Missouri Net News, I'm Cameron Connor. A group has launched a signature gathering campaign to ask Missouri voters if some abortions should be legal again. Current Missouri law bans most abortions, including in cases of rape and incest. The organizer of the petition gathering, Jamie Corley, a former Republican operative, tells KMOX Radio in St. Louis that being pregnant in Missouri is dangerous.
The consequences of a total abortion ban can be catastrophic to a maternal health care system, and we're already starting to see that happen. Our hospitals in Missouri saw a 10% decline in residency applications to their OBGYN programs in 1 year. We are not going to have gynecologists in our state if we do not do something about this ban.
Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft lost a court battle that aimed to tell voters that the ballot measure would support, quote, dangerous, unregulated, and unrestricted abortions from conception to live birth. To keep up with news around the state, head to MissouriNet.com. This is MissouriNet News.